Hey everyone, Chef Lee here in the American Range Kitchen, and we're at it again. We are making some Moroccan spiced Cornish hens with a grilled nectarine and arugula salad. Super easy recipe, but still has that wow factor that everybody's gonna be impressed by, and you don't have to work too hard for it. Let's get started. So we have our Cornish hens here. Honestly, just little baby chickens, right? What I like to do here is basically open them up flat. It shortens the cooking time and it makes the cooking a lot more even. You're talking about tender meat and a small bird, and cooking it even is key here because you don't want some parts to be more brown than the others. You don't want some parts to be undercooked, more cooked, overcooked. Even cooking is key here. So, first things first, we have to trim them up and kind of get them ready for the party. And the way that we do that is a few things where kitchen shears are going to be your best friend here. So wingtips come off, and then bird gets flipped over. And what you see here is our backbone. So the backbone goes along the bird, and that's the bone that we're going to actually remove. And the way that we're going to do that, we're going to hold it by its tail right here, and we're going to make an incision with our shears on either side of the backbone. So one side, and with good shears, you really have to put very minimal effort into this. One side's cut, I'm going to flip it over, and again, on the other side of the backbone, and it's all removed. Fan it out just like that. Both firm hands. Grab it just like this, and you're going to do a little opening up, and that's it. Your bird is ready to go. So it's flat. It's going to sit just like this on the pan and cook evenly, brown evenly on top. Both birds are ready. This stuff is super good. Keep that when you're making chicken stock. It's absolutely fantastic. Now let's talk about some seasoning. And we're talking Moroccan spices, so we're talking a little bit of sweetness in here that's incorporated. That's why we have cinnamon in our marinade. And this is our marinade right here, which is basically a combination of ground cumin, chili powder, some cinnamon, some garlic powder, salt, and grape-seed oil. And the grape-seed oil is there to just make it a little bit more moist and make it into a loose paste. At the same time, it's going to shine the bird and coat the spices all around it. So I'm giving them a nice coat on both sides. Not afraid to use my hands here. And really, it's the best tool that you can use because you're going to get an even distribution of the seasoning all around the bird. And really what we're talking about, the theme here really is just cooking things evenly. And we're going to see more of that once we get into the oven. So I did the outside, now I'm going to do the inside as well. So the inside of the bird gets the same seasoning. I want to make sure I get every drop of it on there. And really we're talking about classic Moroccan, kind of North African spice combos with the cinnamon, adding a little bit of sweetness to it. That's basically going to get offset by some acidity that's going to go into the salad. Now that we have our hens nicely coated with the seasoning, with the spice mix, we're going to face them breast side up, so skin side up. And what we're hoping for is a nice browning of the skin, even coat of color that's going to provide us both flavor and just appearance. It's going to be absolutely magnetic. And our birds are really evenly coated and ready for the oven. I'm just going to wash my hands quickly and we'll get them in there. Okay. I mean, honestly, don't these ladies look absolutely beautiful? I think so. It's time for the oven. And when you look inside here, you see the dual fans in the back, which is so unique to American range ovens. And what that creates is a perfect even temperature inside the chamber of the oven, which creates the absolute ultimate environment for our ladies to sit there, get nice and tan and crispy and delicious. Let's keep cooking. As our birds are cooking in the oven, we're going to grill our nectarines for our salad. And this is super simple, super easy. We have nectarines that I just cut up. We're going to go in with some grapeseed oil and just a touch of salt. You want to give them just a nice rub to prevent sticking from the grill. So our grill is heated on medium. You don't want super high heat on there because it's a delicate product. Surface side down. All right, and that's not going to take too long. And honestly, this salad is super, super simple. We have the arugula, red onion thinly sliced, our grilled nectarines, and to add some extra crunch, we have our pumpkin seeds, pepitas. And our onions are going to go in, just very thin slice. That should do it. Let's check on our nectarines. All right, we have nice char marks. It's exactly what we're looking for. Brings out the sweetness in the fruit, which plays nicely with the sweetness in the chicken. So nice wild arugula, and the seasoning here is super, super simple. We have some lemon. That goes in. You have a hit of salt. Pull the nectarines off because they're looking really nice and bubbly here. Let them cool off a little bit because you don't want them to heat up the freshness and the crispness of the salad. So for our salad, we have our lemon juice in. We have a little bit of salt, drizzle of olive oil. That's all it takes. For this salad specifically, when I use arugula, I don't like to use black pepper because the arugula is plenty peppery in its natural flavor. Give it a little toss. And the base for our salad is ready. Ladies are looking lovely. And now your best friend when cooking chicken is a meat thermometer. And the way I like to do it is I go in with my probe right between the leg and the thigh. And it just sits there, make sure it doesn't touch any bone. And what we're looking for is a temperature of roughly 160, 165. We're hitting 165 here, which is absolutely perfect. And we want to make sure that we let this rest for about 5-10 minutes, just to ensure that all the juices get redistributed into the chicken and not go all on the board once we cut into it. So all of our components are ready for the plate. Let's do it. Our chicken is rested for maybe 5-10 minutes. And it's nice and juicy. I'm going to pull it into my board here. And we're looking at basically half a hen per person. And what I'm going to do is literally slice this in half. Very simple with my knife straight down the middle. Give a little whack like that. And we see the inside nicely cooked. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the breast from the leg and the thigh. And that can go on our plate. Our nectarines come next, and all that gets covered with our arugula salad to the side, so it adds that freshness, a little bite from the onion, some pepperiness and crispness from the arugula. And for a little extra bite of crunch, we have our pumpkin seeds that have been roasted in salt, on and around. And there you have it. Once again, a super simple summer dish. We have our chicken that was roasting in the oven. The convection technology that American Range has with the dual fans creates the perfect atmosphere for the chicken to live in there and really get nice and brown and crisp. Perfect even temperature throughout the oven. Grilling the nectarines and a simple arugula salad all come together to create an amazing plate that's super simple to make. I'm Chef Lee here in the American Range Kitchen. I hope you enjoyed. Try this at home. Leave some comments below, and I will see you next time.